Morose.
Demented.
Dynamic.
The Addams as a family is a very difficult concept because everybody thinks immediately of the spooky, creepy, all of those things that go along with the Addams family, which is great. It's a wonderful aspect of the Addams family. But in their heart, in their soul, it's probably one of the strongest families ever portrayed on television, movies, comics. There's a realness and a genuineness to them. They strive to be different, they strive to be themselves, and I think through that they're stronger than most families are. They don't hide anything because that's who they are, and they accept it, and it's a great bond, and that's really important to this storyline.
Morticia wears the pants in the family. She is the head of the home. She makes sure that everything goes absolutely terribly in the family. Morticia makes sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to in the family. She runs the household. She makes sure that the children are exactly what they need to be doing, that Gomez is minding his P's and Q's, that everything is going the way it should go. Morticia, she is the glue of the family. She holds everything together.
Gomez. Gomez is a very, especially in this portrayal of Gomez, is a very deep character. You think of him superficially as being the goofy, yet sometimes suave character, but he's a father first. He's a father and he's a husband, and that theme is very much played up within this show. Something you don't always get from some of the other interpretations, but he wants his family to be happy, and that's his biggest thing, is how can he make his family happy and find his own happiness in the midst of it all.
Who is Wednesday? Oh man, I wouldn't say that she is one in the middle of an identity crisis at the moment, but it almost seems so, as she is not necessarily having to choose, but she's figuring out like she likes a boy. That is what drives the entire musical. Something is happening. I don't know if it's having to do with hormones. I don't think she's been in this position before. She does have a tendency towards darker, more unconventional avenues than most people do. Her hobbies include, shooting things out of the sky with a crossbow, for instance, for one thing. She prefers the mystery of death over whatever could possibly happen in life. She's not very amused with it, other than Lucas, which she finds very exciting for some reason. Did you figure that out?
Pugsley is like mischievous, and he can be trusted. Just like I think that he really cares about his sister and his family, and he likes to cause chaos. They all just have like that sort of feel to them. Like they're creepy, but they're not creepy, and like they're scary, but they're like just funny, and it's just the whole family's like that.
Fester's the lovable brother type that's kind of like the cog in the family that you need to keep the family going. I think without Fester, it probably would have derailed the entire family. I think I'm very lovable like Fester. He wants to solve Wednesday's problems along with Gomez and Morticia's, and the family is very important to him, and when it seems like Morticia's about to leave, Fester is just distraught and feels like it's the end of the family. If one person leaves this family, it's over.
Grandma is the spark. Grandma is the positive side. Grandma's the yin to their yang. She's the lightness in the dark. She is the, she's got one foot in the grave and one foot on land. Yeah, I think Grandma's the spunky one. Yeah, she's the one that would be playing jokes on people. She's probably what Pugsley got all of his little tricks and all of his little thoughts were sprouted by Grandma. I'm spunky like Grandma. Yep. Positive, excited.
Because I have like two sisters and I care about them somewhat. And I just like to cause chaos sometimes. Just sometimes.
We are alike in that we don't always get along with the outside world and what it demands of us. Why do I need to be happy all the time? Or why do I need to feel a certain way at all? I feel like that's where somewhere that I can connect with her, and I do have a home version of myself, if you know what I mean. I live with my parents, so it's like I do have to kind of like not censor, but you know, I can't scare them all the time. And then I feel like I can open up a little bit more outside, you know.
Oh, I like to wear the pants in the family. I don't always wear the pants in the family. My husband doesn't like it, but I like it. So Morticia's a very strong character, and I am a very strong person. And she's also very passionate, and I am as well. So I definitely relate to her in that area.
I'm not a father, so I don't relate as quickly to that as some things. But I do relate, I think, to being who you are. You have to be true to yourself first, and the rest will follow. And I think that's what I have most in common. I'm not as goofy as he is, though I have my moments. I'm definitely not as suave as he can be, but I have my moments on that too, I think. But really, when it comes down to its core, it's being who you are and being happy with that, and finding your own internal moment.